and cross watchers, how are y'all doing? This is your November 2020 tarot reading. If you're new here, I'm Sarah. This is Cancer Capricorn guidance, and I'm here to bring you love, light, and guidance through tarot, astrology, and spirituality. In my description box, you can find my email. Please feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to schedule a personal reading. You can also find my Instagram. Feel free to give me a follow. You can also find a couple different links to some Spotify playlists I've made. If you're looking for new music to get into, feel free to check those out. You can also find my PayPal link if you'd like to donate to this channel. That would mean the absolute world to me, so thank you so much if you choose to do that. Virgo, what is up? What's the vibe? What's been up with y'all? How have y'all been? Virgo. Virgo, I feel like y'all are running out of steam. I feel like y'all have been, I don't know, something's causing you to burn out. You're getting burnt out, or you're starting to not know what to do with yourself sometimes, and that's what's burning you out. It's like you always feel like you have to do something. I feel like that's big earth sign energy, but I think you need to... Virgo, I also feel like you're at the end of your rope with something. Like you've been trying to do something a certain way, and you're finally at the end of the rope with that, and you're like, shit, I gotta figure out what else to do now. Like, all right, I gotta pivot now. How else can I do this? What's another way I can do this? Because this way isn't working anymore. I feel that energy coming in for you. I feel like you may be losing sight in what you're doing. You're losing the end goal, and that's really burning you out, where you're losing focus of the purpose of what you're doing, and so you've lost a little bit of passion or spark for what you're doing. Maybe it's hard to muster up the energy and motivation for something that you really enjoy usually, but right now you can't find the desire for it right at this moment. It's feeling more like work and obligation than you are enjoying it. Virgo, I feel like you're looking for some sense of relief, something to help you out with this burnout, something to bring you back a little spark of passion and interest and energy in general. Let's get into your reading, see what's up. Those are some interesting downloads. Any messages for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, whatever placements you may have in your chart. Whoa, Virgo, whatever energy you've been vibing with. Any messages for Virgo? Any messages for Virgo for the month of November 2020? Any Virgo placements for November 2020? Messages of love, truth, healing, light, forgiveness, clarity. Oh, I'll take that one. Forgiveness, understanding, hope. Ooh, Virgo. Virgo. You may have Libra in your chart. I'm seeing some of the same cards as the Libra reading. Virgo. Oh, baby. Okay, so for the overall energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the World, the Emperor reversed, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Strength reversed. Virgo. You've been losing steam. Okay, I feel like you've been working really hard to get to a place of stability, of independence, to just be in a place where you're nurturing yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're getting your money together. Maybe you've just been really focusing on being a mom right now, being a parent right now, providing for yourself, for your family, for your kids. You've just been really focused on that being the end goal. It may be that you've been paying a little too much attention to other people and not taking care of yourself. That's definitely a thing that Virgos have a tendency to do. But you've definitely just been trying to make it work, make ends meet, provide for yourself and for those around you. Maybe you've been trying to take care of yourself in some capacity. Maybe you've been trying to really nurture yourself. I'm getting that either you've been really in this place of trying to take care of yourself, or you've been in a place where you're literally taking care of everyone around you and you are neglecting yourself. There may be a need to get in touch with yourself, spend some time alone, do something for yourself, like me time. But I'm definitely getting that you are working towards this financial independence. You're working towards this self-sufficiency. You're working towards this ability to be 100% self-sufficient, to be able to provide for yourself, take care of yourself and your family. You want to be the head of household. You want to have it all together. You got to pull it together. You may not have any other choice right now. You really got to pull it together like that. With the World and the Emperor reversed here, I feel like a cycle is closing up for you. There's something that's coming to an end soon for you, and it has to do with letting go of control. Virgos, I know how much y'all, trust me, I have Virgo family members. I know how much y'all love having control. And sometimes it is so subconscious for you guys that you don't even realize that you don't need it in every situation, and it is actually harmful and detrimental to you to be so controlling in every context, in every situation. There's some areas of life where you just can't have control. You can't be the one in charge. You can't be the leader. You can't plan out every detail. You can't. And you have to come to a place of acceptance for that. And I think that's something that you are going to come into acceptance of when this thing comes to an end, when this thing is completed. I think it's a completion of a cycle of you finally learning to let go of control in some capacity. I think this is you stepping into a place where you're finally surrendering a little bit to the way that the universe is supposed to work things out for you. I think there's a part of you that it's been really, really hard for you to let go. It's been a really long journey, because when you're stressed and you're trying to make ends meet and you're trying to make shit work, everything you do is to have control over the situation. Everything you do has to be controlled and in order and in line, and everything has to be planned out. Like, maybe you've been on a tight budget, maybe you've been in a stressful situation where like you had to make a lot of decisions for yourself. You had to make a lot of decisions for your kid. Maybe you were put in a position where you're suddenly the head of household and like it's been stressful for you. Maybe you weren't used to that much, like I need to make all these decisions. And maybe you've been in a place where you had a lot of control over situations and you've subconsciously, instinctively stepped into, leadership mentality, leadership role in all of these contexts as a reflexive response to a lot of situations. But I think you're finally realizing that you don't need to be like that in every situation, and you can't. I think there's a lot, I've said this before, and I feel like in the last few months of readings, there's been this reoccurring message about Virgos, like, you're really learning this year to let go of control. You're really learning this year that things are unpredictable and you can't plan for everything. You're learning that you can't always know what's coming next. You can't plan for every possibility that could happen. You can't always make decisions for your life. Sometimes things happen in your life that we didn't plan for and we don't have control over. And I think just the big lesson that you're learning is how to ride it out, how to let it happen, how to be grateful for the lack of control that you need. Sometimes it's so freeing to let go of control. Virgo, I think you've been in a place where you maybe haven't been happy for a while, and this cycle that's wrapping up is you're stepping back into a place of emotional freshness, feeling good again, feeling free, feeling just like a relief, feeling joy, because you're letting go of control, because you're finally releasing this chokehold you try to have on your life and all the decisions you're making, where you're finally letting go of that, and it brings you so much joy and freedom, this feeling of pure bliss when you finally are like, fuck it. I can't control the situation. Like, I think Virgos, you're looking at so many things that have happened in recent past for you, maybe the last few months, the last year, maybe even longer than that. And you're like, so much that has happened to me has been so out of my control. So why don't I just finally let go and stop trying to have control, because it's wasting my energy. It's all too much. Like, it's, things are going to happen out of my control anyway. Why am I holding on so tightly? I think this cycle that you're wrapping up, this completion, this graduation, is you finally letting go of control, letting go of the need to try to make the outcome a certain way. Finally being like, well, life is going to do what it's going to do. I'm going to take things as they come and not try to plan everything out and make things happen a certain way. There's a lot of beauty in letting things unfold the way that they're supposed to. Because while you're busy making plans, your life is passing you by, and you're missing opportunities, and there could be things that, things that could be really beautiful and things that you could actually want, but you didn't know because you were busy like, well, no, it doesn't look like this because this is what I planned for, this is what I said that I wanted, so now I can't have anything. Like, Virgos, I think you're letting go of control. Maybe you're opening your mind up to different possibilities. You're opening your mind up that life can go a lot of different ways, and you want to be more open to possible opportunities that might take you off the path that you had originally planned for. Maybe this graduation is the ending of one cycle and you stepping onto a new one because you let go of control. Your life kind of shifted, and maybe a new opportunity, a love opportunity possibly, comes in for you because you let go of control. Or maybe it's just this huge rush of relief and joy and freedom that you get from, like, there's so much freedom and being like, I'm going to trust, I'm going to let things happen how they're supposed to happen. Whatever happens, like, Virgo, I think there's just this overwhelming, like, joy, and it could be that you come into a new connection when you finally let go and stop worrying about what your next partner is going to look like and who they're going to be, and maybe you've been really searching, but I think when you let go, you finally are like, it's not about being powerless, it's about trusting, it's about freedom, it's about letting the universe take me where it needs to take me, because it could be taking me somewhere beautiful. And this wouldn't have happened, this won't happen unless I trust and I just let go. And I let my intuition guide me. Virgo, I feel like something really beautiful is going to be coming in for you, and it might have something to do with another thing ending. There's something else ending. Maybe, Virgo, maybe you are the head of a household because you are recently divorced or separated from a partner that was helping you take care of your children, whether they are also your children or not. It's coming to an end. No more power struggles, no more feeling the need to be in control all the time, and pure bliss coming in because the divorce is finalized, this relationship is finally ended. Your need for control is finally ended. You're putting the last nail in the coffin for this. There could have been a stab in the back somewhere here. There could have been a stab in the back, and that's why this relationship ended. But I'm finding that there's pure bliss on the other side. There's pure bliss when you let go and this thing finally ends. I think you're going to be coming into a lot of joy when you let go of control and you let this thing end. Or you are finally taking the step to end something where you feel so free that you finally feel like you have the power to finally put an end to something. I'm going to get a clarification for that one. Can I get a clarification for the Ten of Swords here for Virgo? Can I get a clarification for the Ten of Swords here for Virgo? The Devil. Virgo, maybe this whole control thing has been about you. This has been your vice. This has been your demon that you've been battling maybe for a long time. I think you're finally taking accountability, or maybe stepping into a place of, I have the power to overcome this. Maybe this is a trait about me that I don't like, and it's something that I've been working on for a long time, and I'm finally coming to a place where I'm more comfortable with letting go of control because I know it's not healthy for me sometimes. And I think it's something that's finally coming to an end because it's something that was like holding you back. It was some kind of negative trait about you that you knew wasn't good for you. It wasn't good for other people. It's like you're letting go of, you're finally like, you're slaying this dragon, like you're slaughtering this, this is so weird. You're slaughtering this demon, you're like killing this demon. You're like, I choose to rise above this and be strong enough to defeat this, to kill this demon. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be someone who's controlling. I don't want to be someone who is so controlling that it makes me a bad leader. I want to be happy. I want to be free. I don't want to have control over other people because I know that it's coming from a place of me feeling like I don't have control. Me feeling I know it's coming from a place of insecurity where I feel the need to put myself in a place of domination in situations. It's definitely a triggered response, this need for control. It comes from a place of like feeling like you don't have control. It comes from a place of insecurity of not being taken seriously. It comes from a place of anxiety about how things are going to turn out. And I think you're finally like really reaching a milestone where you're putting this to rest. You're not going to let this control your life anymore. You're going to have a much better handle on this part of you that maybe you don't like, but you want to do your best to overcome it. And then when you do, it's like you can finally move forward again. It's like you mentally feel free. There could be some communication coming in. There could be you feeling a lot more free to communicate and express yourself. Maybe this is something that you've kept quiet about, this journey that you've been on. Maybe you haven't really told people about this relationship ending or this divorce ending. Maybe you haven't been telling people about your struggle, this thing that you've been trying to overcome. But there's definitely going to be a lot of bliss and freedom when it does come to an end, and it's going to allow you to move again, to feel free again, to be able to make decisions and move forward in a way that is about you and prioritizing yourself, but also in a way that allows things to happen in the way that they're supposed to. It comes in a form of a balance of, yes, I need to take action and be motivated and be accountable and make decisions and be autonomous, but also I'm open-minded. I'm charging at this with a little bit of tunnel vision. You still have that in you, but it's also like there's other things that might come along to me on the way, and I'm interested to see what they are. I'm not going to go too fast, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited again. I want to get moving again. You may be coming out of this period of this burnout that I was talking about in the beginning. You may be coming out of this period with a much clearer mindset, much different mindset, because you've since kind of conquered this demon in some way, or you found this new sense of joy and freedom in letting go of control. And it feels good because it feels like you finally ended something that you've been trying to finish off. You're trying to cut something off once and for all, something that was really tying you to it, something that was really negative. It's going to leave you feeling so free. Or maybe this Emperor reversed is someone in your life that you're cutting out that was like so controlling over you in your life, so controlling over your emotions. Someone who is so trying so hard to have control that they were out of control. They were being really manipulative. They were being really awful. And you find this sense of freedom when you finally end this. You feel like you can move again. You feel like you can go explore again. You can go find what it is you want. With this Strength reversed, I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you charging towards a new future where maybe in the past you've been in a place where you had so much temperament and control over your emotions that now you're starting to loosen up with that a little bit. Maybe you felt in the past where you really had to almost hide how you really feel because you wanted to appear like you had it all together. You wanted to appear stoic. Maybe you wanted to appear like you had it all together for your kids, or for the people that you weren't telling about this breakup, or for the people you weren't telling about this maybe really awful or toxic relationship you were in with this very controlling person. There's a sense here of loosening up. There's a sense here of also leaving the lack of control of emotions in the past. Like you stepping into this place of not needing to control all the time is you loosening up and letting yourself feel your emotions, but having a lot more, letting them come a lot more freely, because the more that you try to control your emotions, you've realized that the more that they get out of control. And so there's a fine line of having balance and temperament with your emotions, and then also allowing yourself to, actually express them and feel how you feel. There may have been something with uncertainty about emotions and hiding them or having outbursts, like something like that. And it may have to do with this partnership that you were in, where there was a lot of emotional manipulation or tension, or this person was so controlling that they tried to tell you how to feel, or, when you did try to express how they feel, they discredited you, or, manipulated you into being like, no, that's not how you feel. Or there's a lot of like toxic energy here, because this Emperor reverse always reminds me of someone who is out of control because they're trying so hard to be controlling, like a really negative, manipulative kind of energy. And then the Devil is like something that you were really chained to and bound to, like a really negative energy, maybe a vice, a codependency. Maybe you've been really finally ending this codependency. Someone that had a lot of control of your life, and maybe you started to rely on them for a sense of direction. Ooh, Virgo, you may be cutting ties with and feeling really free because you're starting to let go of this need for so much structure and direction from people who are actually just controlling. Virgo, you may have taken a position in a lot of connections or relationships or workplaces or family dynamics, whatever, where you have come to enjoy and you like when people are controlling because it gives you a sense of structure. You like that because it gives you a sense of direction, but you're finally breaking free from that, and you're realizing that no, that was just a lot of situations where people were just straight controlling of me. They weren't just helping me get structured. They were controlling me. They were trying to control what I did and said and how I moved. They were telling me what to do. And you're letting go of that, and you're realizing how free you feel when you end this. When you end this codependency, when you end this you being shackled to this energy, this person, this place. And you're starting to loosen up again. You're starting to loosen up again and let yourself feel how you actually feel about the situation. You don't have to have such a tight control over your emotions anymore, because it's not like it's going to cause any problems like it may have. This negative energy, you're cutting it out, and now you can finally loosen up a little bit. You don't have to be so self-disciplined and hide your emotions. You can start to feel a little bit again. You can start to let yourself feel how you feel. Maybe this is really emotional that this, divorce is being finalized, or this relationship or this thing is coming to an end. You're graduating, you're stepping into a new place, not just like a chapter in your life, but like energetically, you're letting go of control. You're letting go of people that control you. You want to be free. You want that emotional fulfillment that comes from pure bliss of freedom, of not having anyone tell you what to do, of not needing that, of not being like, I need to tell myself what to do and have control over this. You're letting the universe guide you. But you're still taking action. You're still taking steps. You're still being in control in a balanced way. You're letting go of control emotionally, but you're ready to charge forward and start moving forward again. All right, Virgo, I'm going to pull 3 cards of advice here for you regarding this spread. Three cards of advice here for Virgo. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo regarding this spread. All right, Virgo. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Empress reverse, and the Moon card. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like this is going to give you your spark back. I said in the beginning that you've been experiencing burnout because you may be trying too hard to control how your life is panning out right now. And it may be that you need to let go of control a little bit and let opportunities come in as they come in, and let things unfold the way they're supposed to, and let things end, and maybe cut some people off, end some things. And I think all of this combination-wise, letting yourself feel, maybe expressing yourself, loosening up and getting vulnerable with yourself, letting your emotions out a little bit, I think all of that is going to put you in a place where you start to feel energized again, where you start to get your spark back, you start to get your motivation back. You start to feel that energy again, where you're driven to get moving again. You're ready to be passionate again and feel again. You're ready to get moving again. You're optimistic again. You may be coming into a new connection when you let go of control. And this is that passionate energy you're feeling with that person. But I feel like this is all this new chapter that you're starting, where you're looking at things really differently. You're mentally feeling really differently. You want to do things differently. where you start to have less control over everything, I think that's going to bring your spark back and get things moving again for you, get things unstuck for you, put you in a place of feeling good about what you're doing again, give you that energy back and get you out of this burnout and funk that you've been in. With the Empress reversed, I think this is reminding you that this was a huge period of growth for you. This was a huge chapter that you're closing up and cycle that you're finishing out. And I think this is warning you, like, don't... Oh. Sorry, I was just getting another message. I'm not going to go there, but this is a huge cycle that you're ending, huge thing that you're closing up, but I think this is reminding you, don't get comfortable here because you're not done growing. I think this is a huge step, and this is reminding you that yes, this is a huge period of growth, but don't plateau here. Don't stay here. Don't come into this place where you just stay in this place and you're like, wow, look at me, I let go of control. Don't go crazy with the, coasting. You have to make decisions sometimes. And, this is a huge period of growth, but this isn't the end. You have to keep moving. You have to keep going. This is only the beginning. You're not done growing yet. So don't use this as a period to sit down and get comfortable and settle in. There's still a lot more to do, but you got your spark back and it's time to get moving again. And it's time to do some more growing because you're not quite there yet. And with the Moon card, I think this is reminding you to get in touch with your emotions and stay in touch with your emotions. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the releasing, the shedding, the purging. Keep trusting the universe. Keep trusting your intuition. Keep letting go of control. Keep letting yourself feel free. Keep letting yourself feel, period. Keep moving towards what it is you want to move towards. Keep taking care of yourself and others. This is keep in touch with your emotions. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the self-reflection it takes to break out of these negative cycles. Keep doing the self-reflection it required you to get to this place where you're like, oh, I am controlling. Oh, that is something terrible. Oh, that is something I want to let go of. You need to continuously do that work internally so that you can keep ascending and keep growing. You need to stay in touch with that emotional part of yourself. Don't let any more of this suppression get you down. Don't let any more of these emotions be hidden. You have to let a lot of this out. You have to let a lot of this go. I think there was a lot that you were keeping under the surface and a lot you were trying to control and keep under wraps, but it's time to feel. It's time to let yourself be free and enjoy the bliss of the freedom of ending this, the bliss of the freedom of ending this cycle. The bliss and freedom of trusting and letting go and letting the universe guide you to where you need to go. All right, Virgo, I'm going to pull one more card for you from the I Am Everything Oracle deck. All right. I am love, the number 1. That is manifestation number. I may not have always made the right choices, but I did my best. I have so much love to give, and everyone around me can feel it. I am given a clean slate every single day to be the best version of me that I can be. I am forgiven. I am love. Virgo, I think there may be a lot here with self-guilt. This whole, the devil and the 10 of swords, I feel like this is a demon. This is something that you didn't like about yourself that you've been really trying to get a hold of. And, word choice is important, but I don't want to say that, this is a part of you that you've been trying to destroy. That sounds so dramatic, but it's it's this part of you that you don't like. It's this part of you that you've been struggling with. Something that you've been struggling to get a hold on. Something you've been struggling to really understand. And some negative stuff that you've been trying to purge out of yourself. But I think this is reminding you that you're still love. You're still made of love. You still deserve love. You still have love to give. You have love in your heart that maybe you were keeping inside because you were in a place where you weren't allowed to express it. You were in a place where someone was controlling your emotions and you couldn't express how you actually felt. But you're given a clean slate every day to be a new person. You may have been a certain way in the past, but you're stepping onto a new cycle where you're different. You are living proof that people can change for the better, that things can change, that you can grow and become a better version of yourself, become a wiser version of yourself. You want to be the best version of yourself every day, and you actively doing this work emotionally and physically to let go of control is part of the work, and that's you becoming a better person every day. You're always doing your best, and that's all anybody can ask for, and I think that's You've come a really, really long way, and yes, this is something to celebrate. You really have grown a lot and changed a lot and evolved and ascended, and that's beautiful energy, and that is just proof that you are becoming a better version of yourself every day. Virgo, that is all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed these messages. If this resonated with you at all, please leave comments down below. I would love to hear about it. Again, in my description box, you can find my email. Please feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to schedule a personal reading. You can find my Instagram. You can find those links to those Spotify playlists, and you can find my PayPal link. Virgo, I really hope you enjoyed this. I really hope that you enjoy this journey that you're on and you are proud of yourself for how far you've come. And I really hope you stay in touch with this part of yourself so you can continue to grow and evolve in this way. And as always, thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Your support and love means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading.